All right, let's give our legs a little bit of a break and we're going to move things up into the upper body. All right, our posture doesn't change. So even if your legs are super tired, I ask that you continue to at least keep your knees soft and that tailbone tucked underneath. Okay, shoulders back, all that good stuff. So with the upper body movements, the misconception when you see certain dancers or when you think about belly dance is that there's a lot of shimmies and shaking and tassels moving, right? And in the current era of belly dance, we've tried to get away from that stereotype. All right. So we can make a lot of movement happen in the rib cage, but it's very muscular, it's very intentional, and it's isolated. Okay, so we could be doing something like a rib circle while we're moving our hips, and it may seem like a pretty big movement, but there are certain ways that you can do it that are a little classier, if you will, a little more technique driven. And so that's what I like to focus on. That's what we're going to focus on, okay? We're going to practice getting these movements in such a way that we're not just like hula hooping around, okay, or just jamming with our shoulder shimmies, making lots of movement and jiggle, okay? Instead, we're going to be mindful and we're going to try to keep everything isolated and a little bit more ooey gooey, as I like to call it. Some people like to call my style of belly dancing a little bit more sinister. But that's not true all the time. So I do like to isolate things a little bit more rather than having the entire body moving at once. So the way we're going to execute that is we're going to start with two directional techniques, right and left, and then vertical, up to down. Okay, so we're going to start with the right to left movement. We call it a chest slide or a rib slide. And even though it does look like there's a lot of movement happening in my shoulders, I'm actually not doing anything to my shoulders except following along for the ride. So we're going to attach our wrists to our upper thighs. Get them out of the way for a minute. Keep the elbows back and out of the way. And a great way to practice some of these rib movements is actually in your car when you're sitting at a traffic light. The reason being your hands are held still by the steering wheel. Your hips are held still because you're sitting. And so really the only thing that can move is your rib cage. So we're gonna practice that standing with our wrists attached to our thighs right here. And I'm gonna execute these side to side movements from the upper obliques. So find a spot on your rib cage and we're going to take our let's all do our right fist to the right rib cage and you're going to push and use this fist to help you imagine those rib abs, those upper obliques pushing, contracting to push. And then from the other side, from the left side, I'm reaching. I'm taking those ribs and I'm reaching. So I'm not just going down. I'm not going forward at all. I'm simply reaching to the left. Okay, and then try the other side with the exact same technique. Take the fist, punch those ribs, contract, reach. Okay, so you'll feel a tension in the lower back here. You'll feel those muscles stretching to reach from the areas that attach to that iliac crest on your back pelvis on the top, all the way over here, reaching. So you'll feel that nice stretch side to side. All right, so just take a few of those, left and right, and let your abs and your back get used to the idea of this movement. Okay, so as we're moving left to right, I want you to now pay attention to your shoulders. I'm not actively engaging them to lift and pull. I'm letting them just be along for the ride. They have to move because they're attached to the rest of your body. I'm also going to take a look at my chin. If you have a mirror, use your mirror to line up your chin and your nose with your belly button and try to keep it right in alignment there, rather than letting the head slide with the whole upper body. right and left, right and left. Now check out your posture. Your feet are planted flat. Your knees are soft. Your tailbone is still tucked underneath. And I'm still engaging those upper back muscles around the shoulder blades to pull the shoulders back. And that gives me a lot more room for movement in the rib cage. Okay, so if I were in my normal sitting at my computer typing posture, there's not as much movement in the rib cage because all of those muscles and tendons, all of that flesh is already kind of stretched out, wrapped around your terrible posture. And by yours, I mean mine too. So if we're here, we can't get very far. Whereas if we use those shoulders to lift the chest up, we've got more movement here, more room here. And these guys are now in a position where there's actually a lot more play in that position. Okay? So you want to check out my back. Shoulders are still backing down. I'm going to get my wrists out of the way. And here we are. Okay, so let's drill a few of those guys. Ready? I'll face you. And if you want to see my back action, you can see that in the mirror. Ready? Starting on the right side, we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left, right, left. 6, 7, 8. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we like to pop things a little bit more strongly or lock them into place. Just like with our hip locks, we use the glutes to punch that movement nice and staccato. We're going to do the same thing with our ribs. Once we get used to this movement, we're going to lock it into place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're starting to get those twitch muscles. The concept that your muscles can grab and release quickly, okay, versus just going through the movement here and here and here. We want to start waking up those nerves that are not used to working so hard in reaction to a movement. We want to wake them up. So we're going to practice right, left, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now you may find that the more you squeeze, the more you start to stand up straight and the booty gets involved. Drop it down, right, left. See, that's better. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, from here, now we're going to do a chest lift and drop. Okay, we're going to get our back a little bit more involved. So what I'm doing is I'm going to lift from these muscles here. Okay, right in here, I'm going to squeeze in order to lift the ribs up, but there's a secondary movement that's happening. The abs, really deep. Think about your diaphragm, really deep in the gut. I want you to think of pulling in and up. So we have this upward motion of the rib cage. The sternum goes up on a diagonal, not forward in this case. So up and back to neutral, up and to neutral, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Things to start thinking about here. Be careful of using those hands to push the pelvis back and forth, right? So what happens here? I'm pushing the pelvis back and forth. I want to keep the pelvis, those hips, right in place. They're not involved at all. Okay, this movement is happening abs and back. That's where you're going to get the workout. Okay? The next thing to think about, watch those elbows. They're very easy to get involved here, even when you don't think they're moving. It's okay. So, in your introductory version, you might have a little bit of extra play in the elbows. And then you'll realize when we start moving our hands off of the hips, you'll realize just how much movement there was because your hands won't be able to sit still. So if you practice both with the hands pressed to the hips to stabilize the arms and the shoulders and holding them out in our resting position, See what changes in your body. So let's go 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, it's a 2 count move. And again, I'm using those grab muscles. I'm grabbing it into place. Lock, 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 lock. Up, down, up, down. So we'll do 8 and 8. 8 counts with our hands attached to our thighs. And then 8 counts with our arms in resting position. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's put those 2 directions together. Okay, we're going to do a box. So we'll slide to the right. From that, we'll go straight up. From here, sliding to the left, which means we do have to come back a little bit to get to our neutral position. And then to neutral, to true, genuine neutral. I'm not going to go back. Okay, I'm going to go right, up, left, center. Right, up, left, center. Right, up, left, center. Again, 2, 3, 4. Are your feet flat? Are your knees bent? Is your pelvis tucked? Shoulders engaged? Yeah? Let's try again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, up, left, neutral. Right, up, left, neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3. You're done. Okay? Now let's smooth that out into a circle. Okay? We're going to hit each one of those points, but we're not going to stop. We're going to go right, up, left, neutral, right, up, left, neutral, right, up, left, neutral. Turning so you can see profile. Right, up, left, neutral, right, up, left, neutral. Shoulders are involved, but I'm not actively utilizing them to make this movement happen, okay? I'm not lifting and drawing the shoulders around to make this rib circle. They're attached and they're flexible so that I'm not doing this either. They have to move a little bit. Right, up, left, neutral. Right, up, left, neutral. Right, up, left, neutral. Right, up. Good. Okay? So you'll notice that we're coming through. If I was, somebody on my roof looking down between the floors, the direction of my rib cage would go in kind of a D shape because I'm going sliding from left to neutral to right. Okay, I'm not coming back at all in this particular movement. There will be times when we add more shoulders to it. There will be times when we come further back. There will be times that we slide more forward than up. But for now, your basic technique is that little D shape. Okay, let's put together a little exercise that we can do to really work out these rib cage movements so that your brain and your body have a better understanding of what's going on in there. All right, so we're going to do 8 counts of everything. 8 counts of slides, 8 counts of lifts and drops, 8 counts of a box, and 8 counts of circle. So let's do it together once without music, and then we'll drill it with some music. 5, 6, 7, 8. Slide right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift up, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't count. Box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circle around, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's put it with some music. Okay, you guys can hear that beat? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, slide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lift. Box, circle. Again. Again. All done. All right, let's take it over to the left side. So we already can start the slides from the left, no big deal. The lift and drop doesn't change. So let's start that circle, the box. We'll start with a box on the left side. Going left, up, right, neutral, left, up, right. All right, give it a try if you haven't already. Left, up, right, neutral, left, up, right, neutral. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Smooth it into a circle. Left, up, right, neutral, left, up, right, neutral, left, up, right, neutral, left, up, right, neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the combination, the little exercise, will be on the left side. It'll be 8 counts of left, right, left, right, left, right. 8 counts of up, down, up, down, up, down. 8 counts of box starting on the left. And 8 counts of circle starting on the left. Let's all try it together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift, drop, 5, 6, 7. Box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's give it a shot with some music. Ready, here we go. And a 5, and a 6, and a 5, 6, 7 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, 5, 6, 7, 8. Box, circle. Again. Two more times. Last one. And you're done.